What a do, ugly dude? It's your boy, the Film Monster here. Today, I got you another challenge run. We were doing Can You Beat Red Dead Redemption 2 without using guns? Now, I'm just going to go ahead and say it now. There is points in the game where it makes you use guns. Now, you can fail the mission over and over and over and skip those, but hey, man. I'm just going to suck it up and just use the damn gun and just say I'm only going to use knives or whatever when I can, which is...
Never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you, Arthur Morgan.
Yeah, well, fuck you too, John. So Arthur crawls down the hill to help John. What's up next was me and Charles are supposed to find a deer. Well, I sad to say that I don't know why I shot the deer and he didn't die and I stabbed him like that, but I did. Also, I couldn't just shoot the wolves, so I had to find more convenient ways of killing the wolves. Now, we were attacking an O'Driscoll camp. Things got hectic here. With some health potions and the food I found along the way, I made it through. Now, outside Saley Adler's house, there's a man, and I chose to beat him. No diddy.
Now, it is gonna be okay. We mean you no harm. Miss. Come on. It'll be okay. We need to get out of here, and quick.
Oh, and just the perfect time to say, I recorded this a couple months ago, and the files got all out of whack. So I tried to piece this together as best as I could to remember in the Red Dead storyline. So after the O'Driscolls, we found that they was going to rob a train, and here's said train. So taking out the train conductor, this train is ours. I then chose not to participate in the shooting of the guns at the train. See, there it does give you a choice from here to here, but there is parts of the game where it doesn't give you a choice and you gotta use the gun. You see, this train conductor thought he was fast, but little did he know, Arthur still had remnants of cocaine gum in his system, and I soon, and I quickly, catch up with him. In lasso range, I get his ass. Pull him close. Oh god, where am I going with that? Hang on, the script got weird. I stomped on him. Okay? I stomped on him. On the run from the Pinkertons, we captured an O'Driscoll man, Kieran. And a little bit of warmer weather. Time to get out of that big old burly coat. Also, I ate my food in front of Kieran. It was kind of messed up, but I thought it was funny.
Oh.
Careful not to work yourself to death there, Uncle.
I was thinking.
Yeah, does it pay well?
Oh, eventually.
Probably not even in town an hour. A bar fight breaks out. Now, I had my fair choice of people who to fight, and I chose this feller. But that's when I noticed this hell of a man beating the shit out of Javier Escuela, and I couldn't stand for that. So, out in the streets, me and Tommy went. Now, ain't gonna lie, we fought for a lot longer than it's shown in this clip right here. I mean, Tommy put the paws on me and I put the paws on Tommy. But eventually, I will prevail. The situation. I wish Red Dead had more units like Tommy you have to fight in the game. Because Tommy put up a fight, man, every single time. I feel like I'm ready, and Tommy just puts me right back in place. That's all I can say about it. Fun fact, look up Tommy after the fight with Arthur Morgan. Things ain't looking good for Tommy, and I guess you can see this is why right here, because Arthur pounds his freaking face in the ground. I'm slowly running out of ways to say I kicked Tommy's ass, okay?
Stop! Please!
This is my third playthrough, and it took me this long to realize that's Thomas Downs. I don't know if anybody else knew that, because I'm kind of stupid, but outside of town, there are some O'Driscolls hanging about, and I just couldn't stab that. Oh, stab that? Stand it. Please like the video, subscribe, you know. Well, that little O'Driscoll feller told us that Colm O'Driscoll was probably hiding out here. So, me and the boys, we raided the place. Now, they did not expect for me to come rushing out, jacked up on cocaine gun, moonshine, health anecdotes, and just start throwing knives. Now, I only showed the majorly important stuff because I only have so many ways to say I stabbed or threw knives or macheted people. This right here is my favorite mission in Red Dead. Just getting drunk with the homies, pissing on the bar out back, which you can't really do that in today's times, but Arthur don't really give a fuck, okay?
Bastard! Lenny, where are you hiding now? Lenny! Out of the goddamn way! Lenny, you done took my goddamn cigarettes, man! Come on now!
Interested in some friendly competition? I've come all the way north from Mexico to challenge a real American gunslinger. You him?
I mean, back in high school, they used to tell me that I was him and stuff, but you know, I don't want to brag about it. Well, Micah, the rat, might put emphasis on rat part, found himself in jail, and I have to get him out. I tried to put this mission off as long as possible, but can't progress without it. So, breaking him out, Micah and I, we fight our way. Now, if you notice, sometimes after using my last knife or something, he'll pull out a gun, and I have to switch that fast. And if I did shoot it on accident, thinking I still have another throwing knife, I reloaded the save. So, rescuing Trelawney, we head up the hill. There's more bounty hunters heading our way. And so, after all this killing, I got drunk and I went back to camp and started insulting people.
when you're drunk.
Cheer up for once.
You
What in
listening
hell's
to
your
me?
problem?
Stop!
And John Marston coming out with a clean right hook. I don't know if you'd believe this, but more bounty hunters. You see, our boy Sean got caught up in Blackwater. Ignore me chopping that man up like that. I had to make sure he was dead, you know, zombie land, double tap and all that. But either way, they got Sean. So, what do we gotta do? You know what we gotta do. Sitting right here on the screen. We're gonna murder, kill, mayhem, all the way till we get Sean.
You know, you're a lot less ugly from that other angle, Arthur.
Come on.
And who are you? Rip Van Winkle.
That Rip Van Winkle line kills me every time. But also, remember how I was talking about we had more units like Tommy? Yeah, well, I forgot about this guy. That guy's a unit and he put the paws on me. So I took his dope hat. It is a mighty fine hat. The morphine-addicted, alcoholic preacher man got stuck on the tracks, and Arthur barely saved him with his life. We gotta get this man back to camp.
From my business partner, Herr Strauss. You owe him. You took the money.
No,
He
no,
wants it back.
no,
What's
no,
not to understand?
No. No!
Our money.
What? I do not apologize for that one bit. That's exactly how I feel every time watching that cutscene. So right the way, we gotta go up here to Shady Belle, take out the old Confederates, and yeah, we're moving on forward because I don't know how to say how many times I stabbed or threw something at people. So, with the Braithwaite lady out of the way, we burn down her house and leave her to be. Now, onto the gambling boat. Yes, it made me use a gun here. I waited and waited and waited, and everybody kept getting killed, so I could have skipped the mission. So, yeah, I failed that.
Now it don't feel right. I could have told you.
Yeah, they just Kurt Cobain Sean. So we can't stand for that. We're gonna take out every single last one of them. That man just caught a hatchet through the chest. Give me that back. To the head. This was indeed another time that the game forced me to use it. But hey, we're here and we're gonna do it.
Well, where the hell is Tahiti?
South Pacific, an untouched paradise.
Who lives there?
Tahitians, I guess.
That right there is my favorite Dutch Vanderlyn quote. Either way, on the trolley, things go wrong. We wreck. Dutch hits his head, gets a gnarly concussion. And, yeah, I did not use my guns along that way. I did when I had to because I kept failing the mission otherwise. But, other than that, I think I maybe shot one or two people. But, yeah, here we are moving forward. Them guys up on the balcony didn't stand a chance with my dead eye and throwing knives. Realizing our boy Angelo Bronte set us up once again, we ambush his house, and then we kidnap him. Then, well, Dutch does this to him.
You repulsive little maggot. Call them now. You call them.
That gives me the same energy as To This Day vibes. But, back to all seriousness. They shoot Hosea, man. Out of everybody in the gang they could shoot, they shot Hosea, the man of wisdom and kindness and not Dutch, escaping Saint Denis on a boat with their lives. We lose him almost again, jumping into an ocean in a bad storm. Arthur sinks to the bottom. When we wake up, we get kidnapped by some armed locals, and they put us in chains and make us walk. And walk far.
What do you think?
Until they get attacked by some rebel alliances.
Don't lose faith.
Javier gets shot in the leg.
Find you.
But he tells us to go, and we push on. You know, as I was walking up to this spot, and I was like, this place looks familiar. Yeah, it's the place where the guy shoots Arthur with the dart and makes him pass out, and then wakes up and proceeds to beat the crap out of you sitting in a chair. Little did this guy know, Arthur Morgan is an absolute Chad and isn't going to take that crap. So, I beat this man's face in, and I take his knife. His nice, pretty knife. So the game made me use the cannon. I could have failed the mission probably and skipped it, but hey, I'm here to have some fun with this.
Really sorry.
And also
son.
finding
It's a
out.
thing. Oh, you mean you're real sick? It's
Arthur's
a
got TB.
progressive disease. And you'll be.
Damn you, Thomas Downs.
best
Damn
thing
you.
is rest.
Well, the Pinkertons attacked, and I took one of their fancy hats and I had to hop on the Gatling gun and I gave them hell, boys. I let out my inner hell let loose playing. One last job, Dutch said. Just one last job.
Have some goddamn. Come on. Let's go.
Yo, I don't know what happened to my footage and why it's got mumble jumbled like this. I tried my best to put it together. I looked over this video 7 or 8 times and I was like, yeah, that's good. Looking back on it now, recording the voiceover, no, it is not good. I have this all out of order and I don't have the footage anymore and it's gone. And I've deleted Red Dead. Ugh. Either way, I apologize for this. There's me, kidnapping Angelo Bronte and taking out a few of his men. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna try not to let this happen again. I honestly don't know what happened. Yep, Arthur just got kidnapped by Colm O'Driscoll boys himself. Now, I tried to run away, but whatever they hit me with and the tuberculosis has got Arthur down bad, as the kids might say. He's down bad. Well, Colm O'Driscoll proceeded to beat the crap out my ribs. I mean, he gave me mashed potato ribs, that's for sure. And I have this weird little sack on my head. But either way, I get some throwing knives in my hand and my gear. And chasing after this horse, he wouldn't stop. I didn't think I was going to get him for a second. But eventually, I get on that bad boy, and I'm riding back to camp. You know, I'll be sitting here playing Red Dead, like, why can't I get my Arthur's honor up, man? I can't get it up. And then, you know, I start remembering, oh, I do stuff like this. This is why I can't get my honor up.
I'll do no such thing.
You sure? Good. I prefer it this way.
Well, Dutch just shot the man himself, Leviticus Cornwall, in the middle of Annisburg. And the whole town is on our head now. So, I take out the boys on the bridge with some throwing knives. And Dutch did not want to save John. So, Sadie Grace and Arthur, we escaped with John. I love Red Dead. Either way, it was now time for the hanging of the man himself, Colm O'Driscoll. So, I take out the O'Driscoll staged. And, I take his rifle, and it's another point in the game where, well, you're gonna have to use the rifle.
Gentlemen,
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Colm O'Driscoll. May God, in his infinite wisdom, have mercy upon your soul. Whenever you are ready.
Don't worry, everybody. He's just hanging out.
Now you know how it feels.
Attacking the military fort? I found like this campaign hat, which added it to my collection when I picked it up, which, hey, I'm always down for another swaggy hat. Pushing forward. I just gotta say, I love Deadeye. So, getting the heck up out of here. I use my throwing knives and throw them bad boys backwards like homing missiles. This is another clip that got out of place, but I would say go back and play it again, but it took me like, I don't know, like 70 something hours, and I have more challenge runs I'm trying to do, so I'm just gonna apologize and moving forward. Agent Milton's trying to kill me. He's got a gun in my head. Boy, I was hitting that button so fast, button smashing like I've never button smashed before in my life, until eventually I get saved by who other than himself. Abigail, you freaking goat girl. I knew it was getting close. Close to, I think, the saddest death in gaming history. Man, I've had this horse since the start of the game. I do this every single playthrough with Arthur. My freaking poor horse, dude. It deserved better than this. It didn't deserve me. When I needed it, who was there? My horse. And I'm not talking about scrawny nag. Screw that horse. Either way, John and I gotta get out of here. I let him go. I stop and I fight Micah. I should say I fight Micah, but in all reality, I failed. Micah beat the dog shit out of me. Okay, is that what you want to hear? I don't know if you can see as he's doing right here, but yeah, beat the crap out of me.
Winning and losing.
Don't you smash my head on that rock! Oh, you bastard, Micah! And for the third time, no matter how many times I try, I beat Red Dead 2 with bad honor. No matter how many times I try to get good honor and be a good guy, here I lie again. So, moving forward, we're up in Strawberry. A fine, lovely town for a fine, lovely family. Our boy John went from gunslinging to tugging on others. What a life change. It's a hard life. Trying to adjust from gunslinging to now milking cows and scooping up poop of ungodly things, and your boy don't like you and your wife bitches at you, and it just sucks for John right now. The boss's son asked me to wear his horse out for him so he could ride him, and by God, if that didn't do it right there, I don't think nothing is. I then gaslit Jack into going faster than he was comfortable with on the horse, and well, that happened. I don't know, I thought it was funny. Well, on the account of John having a son, you could assume that he knows how to lay pipe. But did he know how to lay fence posting? No, but he learned today. And after a long, hard day's work, a man came up to the farm, and he was trying to cause violence. So you know what I had to do. And I ain't gonna lie, he put up a fight. This is like 3 minutes of footage sped up, but yeah, I beat his ass. And later that night, they came back in reinforcements and set fire to the barn, carriages, and many other things. Against Abigail's better judgment, I did cocaine gum, moonshine, 2 bottles of Warmer Run, and God knows what else. And I went in this place, and I just went slashing, hacking. You know the song Fallout? You know I'm gonna tell you know it's Red Dead. I got new Fallout. We all love Fallout. Well, as I'm riding with my son, these guys said I killed their brother in some town. You know, the old line, "You killed my brother." Made me smoke him in front of my son like that. What's wrong with y'all, man? On my first time playing Red Dead, John was like, "I'm looking for a jacked Indian guy," and I was like, "Charles isn't it jacked?" And then, because he's always got that giant coat on, and then I seen this, and I was like, "Yeah, Charles is jacked. Charles is a Chad. Charles is a freaking unit, okay? I better put some respect on him, because I was doubting him."
Come on, lone wolf. Gotta get you there.
Well, Abigail took the boy and left, and I realized I had to buy a home and settle down if I'm going to get her back. So, taking out the poachers of the land I'm looking to buy, because they wouldn't leave peacefully, I sat there and I ponder what life could be. It could be tackling a man in a freaking grizzly bear hat. Yeah, wasn't expecting that on my bucket list.
Seems I caught me a wriggler.
I'll cut you. I swear I will.
And to get money, I had to go back to the only thing I knew how to do, which isn't gunslinging, it's knife slinging and dynamite slinging and Molotov slinging and machete slinging and hatchet throwing. Until I went to get supplies, and the Skinner brothers, they shot my right-hand man in the carriage. So, I did what I did best. They had machetes, I had machetes. Let's see who pulls through. And, yeah, just so you know, Charles died a lot here. And I mean a lot. I tried over and over and over, and nothing I did could stop Charles from getting shot. But either way, moving forward, we get our supplies, and we're going to start building this house. Charles, Uncle, and I. Progression. Put the last few touches underway. John puts on the last few shingles. And then we take a step back and look at our work. Some men attacked the town. So Sadie and I knew what we had to do. They were here for the man in the cell. The man we just captured. So doing what we did best. We killed these folk.
What was that?
The Skinner brothers were in the process of making jerky out of Uncle. Now this is another time in the game where you have to shoot this man or otherwise he's going to kill Charles. So I just sucked it up and I shot him.
All right, kids.
To be honest, I'm not entirely for sure who I'm throwing the Molotov cocktail at somebody's horse on it. But yeah, I did that. Moving forward, Sadie Grace mentioned she knows where Mike is at. So, the sniper on the hill, he was giving us hell. But eventually, I pulled through, making my way up to the top. Waiting for him to peek his head over. I was just outside the zone where if I went any further, the mission would quit. But I got him. This actually just felt kind of wrong, but the path is clear now.
We gotta be close.
Charles is shot. Sadie is stabbed. It's up to me to make my way up towards Micah. And it was a long, tedious battle of attrition. But eventually, after many knives thrown and many people stabbed, I reached the top. I reloaded like 5 times with the hatchet in my hand, and it would not let me throw the hatchet at his face. But either way, I hate how he just kind of walks off like that after just getting lit up. But either way, Micah's dead. So yes and no, you can beat Red Dead Redemption 2 without using guns. It does force you. You could fail the mission and skip it if you wanted to. But if you just want to have fun still and just play the game, I recommend just sucking it up and doing it. Now, I'm not going to lie, it was a long and tedious playthrough. It took a while. I died a lot. I spent a lot of money on throwing knives and hatchets and everything. But I also didn't spend as much as I would have on ammo, I feel like, at the same time. Either way, though, I'm going to hop off here. I appreciate y'all for watching. Much love. Y'all be safe. Y'all be safe. I'll see you in the next one.